Stand sideways for a second and look at your waist compared to your thigh. If your lower half looks narrow, your chest and shoulders look smaller too. The issue is often not your upper body, it is your legs. I'll show you the lower body benchmark that tells you if your physique still looks half built, and the last part is the bit almost nobody checks. By the end, you'll know if your legs are the reason you still look small. You'll know which leg muscles change that fastest, and you'll have a simple target to build toward. Picture this. You have decent delts, the round cap on the outside of your shoulder. Your chest is solid. Maybe your arms actually fill a shirt. And somehow you still do not look as big as the work should show. The reason is simple. Your upper body and lower body get judged almost like two separate pictures. A built chest does not make up for small legs. More shoulder work does not fix that either. That is why extra upper body work often feels disappointing. You expect your whole body to look bigger, but your lower half still looks underbuilt, so the full physique never comes together. That is the trap. You keep trying to add more up top. What usually fixes the look faster is better leg size. Stop treating legs like optional work at the end. If you want to look bigger overall, leg size is part of the problem. It is not extra credit. So ask yourself this: does your upper body get all the attention, or do your legs get trained but never measured? Put your answer in the comments. Most people know which one it is. Now for the part you can actually see. A lot of lifters think their waist is the problem. Often it is not. The waist is the same. The legs are just too small for it. That happens when your thighs and glutes do not add enough size below the waist. Your glutes, the muscles on your backside, and your quads, the big muscles on the front of your thigh, build out your lower half. If they stay small, your waist looks thicker by comparison. Nothing changed at your midsection. The comparison changed. And that affects everything above it. Your shoulders look less broad, your torso looks more blocky, your upper body ends up looking smaller than it really is. So if your legs are lagging, put the work into the muscles that add visible size first. Quads and glutes matter most here. They change your overall look faster than another arm exercise. Your biceps will be fine. That leads to the question that actually helps. How big do your legs need to get before they stop making the rest of you look smaller? Most lifters don't know because they track everything except the one thing that answers it. You know your body weight, you know your arm size, you might know your waist, but you never check whether your thighs are catching up. And that's how you end up stronger, heavier, and still looking underbuilt. Use a benchmark. Measure your mid-thigh and your knee. A useful target is a thigh that is about 1.75 times your knee circumference. Another good check is your thigh at about 0.75 times your lean waist. That is where legs usually stop dragging down the whole look. Here's why that helps. The target gives you enough thigh size to match the rest of your lower half. It means your legs stop looking narrow under your waist. Once that happens, your waist usually looks tighter and your upper body looks more impressive, even before your upper body changes at all. One review in 2012 found that abs training for 6 weeks did not reduce belly fat. That matters here. A lot of people try to fix the look from the waist inward. The faster visual fix is often below the waist by adding leg size. And there is another useful range. Once thighs get to roughly 2/3 to 4/5 of waist size, a lot of lifters say their physique finally looks balanced. You are not guessing anymore. You have something you can measure. If that number helps, hit like. It tells me to do more of these practical breakdowns. Now the uncomfortable part. A lot of lifters are not skipping legs. They are doing enough to feel tired and not enough to change shape. Picture this. You crush a high rep leg day. You wobble to the car, you feel like a hero for about 9 minutes. Then you see yourself later, and your legs still do not look much different. That happens because the visual problem is a lack of size. If training does not add enough quad and glute mass, it doesn't matter that the session felt brutal. Hard is not the same as effective. So stop building leg day around burn alone. Start with movements you can load hard and progress for months. Squats work. Leg presses work. Split squats work. Hack squats work. Hip thrusts work. Then do isolation work after that. The point is simple. Your legs need enough tension and enough total work to grow. A pump is nice, size is better. This is where a lot of people get stuck. They train legs once a week, turn it into a punishment session, then spend the next 6 days recovering from it and changing nothing. That setup is great if your goal is to hobble downstairs dramatically. It is not great if your goal is bigger legs. A better approach is boring, which is usually a good sign. Pick 2 or 3 main lower body lifts, keep them in for long enough to improve them, add load when you can, add reps when you cannot, and keep enough weekly work in for quads and glutes to actually grow. 11 weeks of vibration training several days a week did not make the abs stronger. That is another reminder that feeling like you did something and actually changing your body are not the same thing. Your legs grow from good training you can progress, not from novelty. A practical checkpoint is around a 60-centimeter thigh. For a lot of lifters, that's where legs stop looking like the missing piece. It's not a perfect number for every body. It's still a very useful checkpoint. This is also where clothing fools people. Loose joggers hide small legs really well. So do wide shorts. Photos from the waist up hide them too. Then you think your upper body's the problem because that's the only part you keep judging. Measure instead. Mid-thigh, knee, and waist. Write the numbers down. Recheck every few weeks. If your upper body keeps improving and your thighs don't, you have your answer. And if you want more simple breakdowns like this, subscribe. Once your legs are moving, keep the same goal for the next few months. Progress your main quad and glute lifts, recheck thigh size, and watch what happens to your overall look as your lower half catches up. This is the part most people miss. You don't need your legs to be freakishly big. You need them big enough that your waist no longer looks wide by comparison. That's the shift. Then the same shoulders look broader, the same chest looks fuller, the same waist looks tighter. Your body finally looks like the parts belong together. So keep the main point simple. If your legs are underbuilt, your upper body doesn't get full credit. Bring up your quads and glutes until your thighs match the rest of you. Then judge your physique again.
You will usually look bigger without changing anything above the waist.